Hi there, Jack here. Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Psych Ward, where something happens to me at Psych Ward and I tell you about it. I have a patient that is very, very paranoid right now. Full disclaimer before I start the story, I will be using the word jizz a lot. Okay, so just bear with me. I have a patient who's very paranoid that all of his food is getting jizzed in or on. And so every meal, before every single meal, he tells me, hey, make sure the kitchen knows no jizz on my food. And I was like, got it, dude. I will make sure the kitchen knows no jizz, all right? And usually most meals he's fine with it, except dinner yesterday was a whole nother story, all right? He gets very paranoid and I have to convince him every time, and it's kind of a little annoying. And dinner was a whole nother thing, all right? Because he opened dinner and he goes, oh, hell nah. And in all fairness, all right, it was meatloaf with gravy, all right? Arguably the most jizz food is gravy, probably besides maybe like Greek yogurt sitting in the fridge for like 2 days, like whatever, like I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I was fed up, all right? I was like, dude, it's not jizz. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, it is not jizz on your food. Okay, and he goes, nah, this is jizz. This is jizz. And I was like, you want me to prove it? And he goes, yeah, prove it. And so I grabbed a fork and I started eating it in front of him. I took one big bite of the meatloaf with all the gravy jizz. And then I was going in for a second bite and he goes, whoa, 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 whoa. You're telling me there's no jizz on this food? And I was like, dude, I've been telling you this the whole time. There's no jizz on your food, man. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And I understand it's a paranoia. He's in the psych ward, whatever. But there's no jizz on your food. The kitchen knows this. This is like the number one thing. Like when you get into healthcare, not the healthcare too, but also in any type of food industry, they know the number one thing not to do is to jizz on your food. Like that's a common ground we all know. All right? So you gotta trust me when I say there's no jizz on your food, man. Proving it to him worked though. He has eaten every meal since. So sometimes things are unorthodox, but if it works, it works. All right?